Really? I rewatched Finding Nemo specifically for this reason. Well, specifically so that I could remember everything in all its detail, and also just realize a lot of things that I hadn't realized before. But Finding Nemo has a very special place in my heart because I believe it is the first film I've ever seen, which the first time I saw it, I did not remember it at all. But I've seen it many times, and I've rewatched it recently so that I could be like, oh yeah, you exist. But while I was watching it, I thought, why not try redesigning them as people? And then I remembered,
how's the lucky fin?
Lucky.
Well, the movie is named Finding Nemo. And then I went, Nemo has a lucky fin. Making him human would mean he has a disability. People get very offended about these sorts of topics, and I don't want to offend anyone. I also can't tell when someone in that actual demographic is being offended, or if it's someone trying to play the hero being offended for someone when that said group of people might not actually be being offended. And then, so I'm like, do I go with my plan of redesigning characters? Because I have like 3 in my head already, and risk being mad at people being mad at me, or do I just go, you know what? If I do offend someone, I am sorry. Please let me know how and why in the comments. If I'm being a bigoted idiot, educate me. That being said, here is my human design of Nemo. And I do know someone, and both their arms are short, but they have a very good sense of humor. They would purposefully wait and try to bait children into asking them why their arms were short, and then because children will ask any question, but the parents might try stopping children from asking, but they were very much waiting for the child to ask why are your arms short? And they would say, because I didn't eat my broccoli. And I met them at their dad's birthday because my dad got an invite. And there was a kid there. I don't know whose kid it was, how the kid was related to the family. It wasn't my family, I just had to show up. But they told the joke, if you don't eat your broccoli, your arms will shrink joke, and the kid went, oh, that's good, I like having broccoli. Another story was that they got stopped by a police officer while they were driving, and first of all, my thought was, I was 12, was, wait, you can drive? I didn't know that. I thought whenever people drove with their knees, it was illegal. Apparently not. And they got stopped by a police officer for not having their seatbelt buckled. And they looked at the officer and went, I don't know if you realize, but seatbelts aren't exactly designed having me in mind. They're also on the county council, run their own business, and drive a Porsche. So all in all, they have their life figured out. They are also middle-aged, so that makes sense. But also a lot of middle-aged people I know don't have their life figured out. So if you ask me, they have done very well for themselves. Also, apparently it's just hands are difficult to draw, and I am going to spend a very unegregiously long time trying to draw this one hand. So be prepared for that. I gave Nemo a bit of a Shaggy hairstyle, not Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, but even though Marlon probably would like have his hair quite like tidy and combed, Nemo is not, that big on listening to Dad. He's like, I will listen to you until I don't. And also he seems to like running around, swimming around, slightly hyper. Not necessarily hyper, but like 6-year-old. He's a 6-year-old, so he runs around and is curious. So that his hair just kind of ends up being slightly messy by the end of the day. Not by the end of the day, but 5 minutes after having his hair combed, probably. My hair gets messy 2 seconds after the comb leaves my hair. So, makes sense. Emulating the clownfishness in his t-shirt. Maybe referencing was the word I was looking for. Yep. I'm referencing the clownfish aspect of him in his t-shirt. As in, it's a orange t-shirt with white stripes. Like his design in the animation. I thought about like what color to do the stripes because it's white, but when you do white in an illustration, you generally don't do white, you have like a tint. It's light grey with a tint of something, and at first I put in like a tint of purple, but this is generally where I'm just putting down colors and putting down like this is where a block of color is going to go, even if it isn't the exact color I'm going to be using at the end product. I can just select it and then I will be able to change the color without much problem. So I changed it from light purple to light blue, the stripes. That was an unnecessarily long pause. And I'm messing around with his eyes just a tad because I'm 3/4 angles should be easier. But for some reasons they aren't as easy as I would hope. I gave him like, I guess, a bit of a heart-shaped face, like, because if you look at Nemo's like fish design, he looks like he has chubby cheeks. I also gave him a dimple. I don't know why I gave him a dimple. I just thought he would have a dimple and he would look he would suit a dimple. I gave him a dimple. It's fine. And redhead, obviously, clownfish, ginger. And Nemo has red eyes for some reason, I don't know. And the heart shape makes sense in my head because Nemo is a very friendly. He's a very friendly character, so and a heart is obviously associated with soft friendship, that type of thing. So I thought it made sense. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I will shade light and hopefully do probably a very simple background because I don't really have anything specific in mind for a background. If you have anything to add, let me know, comment down below. I will probably be here most days. Have a good day. See you later.